Okay, so now I'm going to show you about heat embossing, and we're going to use the same stamp set so that you can see the many different ways you can use one stamp set to create a lot of different cards. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take my dark paper and I'm going to heat emboss all of this on there. And in order to heat emboss, you need either a craft pad, I've got my Whisper White craft pad, or a Versamark pad. And then if you've got a colored craft pad, you can use clear embossing powder, but for this I'm going to just use the white embossing powder along with the white craft pad. So we will stamp our image. And because there is so much that we need to do here and it dries pretty quickly, I'm going to stamp it in sections and emboss it separately. So I take this, put it in the corner here, and I stamp it. Now I take my embossing powder, sprinkle it all on there. Be really generous because you can just put it back on there now that it's on there. We'll just take it, fold the card a little bit. Oop. Not everything made it back in there, but we'll fix that. Okay. Now we take our heat gun and we're going to let it warm up just for a second. It gets a little warm there. See, owie, owie. And we take this and just go over it until you can kind of see it change. There we go. See how it's kind of getting a little shiny now? Just took a second for it to warm up. There, see how it's shiny now? So, and it's raised, so you've got your snowman. I don't know if we can see that it's raised or not, but maybe. So now you've got your snowman. So the next thing I'll do is do the Let It Snow. That was enough. I don't know that I inked it enough. I'll just take this. Oh, it looks like it's okay. And again, take our heat tool. And go over it. I'm trying to show you and do it at the same time until you can kind of see it get a little whiter and shinier in the light. There we go. See how? Okay. And then we'll just, I won't make you watch me do the little snow, but you just do the same thing. So stamp, I would stamp it around here, sprinkle the powder on, come off, do it, and then I do it in sections here. And that creates this. And then I used, again, we don't have pattern paper, I used the big snowflakes that we used on the back of here. I used them around here to make the pattern paper. And then another thing that I'll show you too is kind of to make a snowy effect. You take your sponges, here's the sponge that I used, but I also used it with blue too. Take your sponges, you just dab it on the whatever color you want, and you just kind of, and it gives kind of, as you can see, kind of a frosty effect, or it'll help you outline things. Anyway, so that's a heat emboss.